Hi everyone, it's your boy Law, aka Leverage Assets Wisely, aka Learn and Win, aka Lord Allah Walks, and I am here today to talk about the title of this video, which is Bankrupt, My Life is Over. Okay, so what exactly happened? I received this letter. There's a bunch of writing on it. Basically, it is a letter from the HMRC, which is a department of the UK government that deals with tax. And long story short, I have underpaid tax for the tax year 2021 to 2022. The amount I owe is in the 5 figures. Obviously, this has been a massive shock to me, a major setback. It's the last thing that anyone wants to hear. Like, nobody wants to receive the news that they owe a huge amount of money. So that's what's happened. How do I feel about this? I mean, it was hard for me to come on camera and like talk about this because I'm not, I don't like to talk about like issues. I just like to deal with them, just to implement action and come to some kind of resolution straight away. I've decided to take a different approach and actually talk about things that are happening with me because I believe that shows growth. So that leads me on to my next point of why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to show that, everyone takes L's and W's that are part of life. And we live in an era right now where everyone goes on social media and they show off their wins, they show off their W's. And life really it's not just a bunch of wins. That's why it's hard for me to spend much time on different social media outlets because it just feels like a highlight reel of vanity. Like, oh, I got this win, I got that win. Like, it doesn't feel real to me. Secondly, okay, to finish that point, I wanted to make sure that I showed you the journey, like everything, good and bad. And right now, this is definitely the biggest L of 2025. And yeah, it's the biggest L of 2025 by far. Secondly, I'm making this video to hold myself accountable. This is a huge mistake. I should, yeah, like this video is for me to look back and to know that, you've made a mistake, even if like I was completely unaware. It doesn't matter. Like, have to be on top of it, own the mistake, and make the most of it. I have to do better. That's it. Lastly, I'm making this video to hopefully look back at this video at some point and hopefully I can just laugh about it, like, that hopefully this can just be a dip in the overall gain and performance and trajectory of success in my life. Right now it is, yes, a lot to stomach. It's a lot to stomach. But life is like it's like a stock, you know. You need volatility to grow. You need rain for it to sun. Everything is about balance. You need a setback for a comeback. Um, yeah. So next thing, uh, what are the lessons learned? First, always stay on top of things. For example, what I could have done better is check my account, check because there's like an online portal that you can use to just check the status of, you know, when you need to file a tax return. Um, I should do better to stay on top of things, review, check that more often. Definitely stay on top of the paperwork, which I thought I did, but I left it in the hands of accountants. That's not a good enough excuse. I myself should be, you know, checking it, checking the online portal, making sure everything's good. So yeah, no excuses. That's what I should be doing, and that's what I will do going forward. Second lesson, um, pay debt first. If I have anything outstanding that's a debt, it should go to that first and foremost. Which, to be fair, I usually, I mean, I do that, but I was completely like I was unaware that this debt was here, to the point where I didn't know the debt was there, and because it's for the tax year 2021 to 2022, we're in the year 2025 now, so that's about like 3 years of interest that has been generating as well, on top of the five-figure debt. The third lesson is always have a war chest. Always have a war chest. What I mean by that is have emergency savings. You know, just keep something aside always, because there's always, you know, a rainy day. There will always be a rainy day, and when you have something set aside, it helps ease the pain of the rain, so to say. So, what are my next steps? This is my last point. Well, firstly, talking about this is a big thing for me because, as I've mentioned before, I don't like to talk about my personal problems. I guess most people probably don't, you know, but I refuse to run from them. I acknowledge mistakes I've made. That's the reason why I'm putting this on video, and I'm going to do better. Um, how am I going to cope with this? It was tough just accepting it initially, um, but you know, you have to keep on living, keep on moving forward, keep going, keep grinding, and yeah. Secondly, I've got to keep going in order to build back better. So right now, um, the debt is five figures. Even saying it out loud just sounds crazy. It's crazy, but it is what it is. That is the reality. Um, I calculated the debt in total, and then I spoke with they're called the debt management team. It's like a department within the government, And usually what they typically do is they set up a repayment plan, a repayment plan. They look at like your income and devise a plan based on what you're able to afford. Usually it's about 50% of your disposable income. And I ask questions about how much is the interest rate. Currently, the government take about a 4% flat fee plus whatever the Bank of England's base rate is. Um, at the moment, it is 5.5 no, sorry, it is 4.5%. Don't quote me on that. But no, sorry, scratch that. It is 4.25% as of today, which is what am I today? As of today, 20th of sorry, 20th of August 2025. So let me just do that again. The interest rate is a 4% flat fee, which goes directly to the HMRC, Her Majesty's Revenue Collection Department. Plus, so you've got that 4% flat fee, plus the Bank of England's variable base rate, which as it stands is 4.25% as of August 2025. So plus together, that's 8.25 currently. So that's 8.25% in interest. So basically, guys, every day that I don't pay this debt down, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And there's also late payment fees as well, which if I don't make any payment or I don't draw up a repayment plan in the next 8 days, I have to pay basically 4 figures. Like, yeah, reaching 4 figures in late payment fees. So yeah, guys, debt is no joke, no joke. It feels like a heavy weight on you, and some people drown. You know, like I understand why there's a statistic there is a statistic of men, I believe over the age of 40 or 45, being committing the highest number of suicides. And I'm sure a lot of the reason is due to finances. You've got financial pressures, relationships, family to look after. It's really serious. And like as I'm growing in age, like, you know, life is serious and becomes a lot more serious because you don't have time to waste. Time is limited. So, as I was saying, back to the point, I'm going to build back better. Um, so I'm owing 5 figures, and what I had to do is I had to liquidate my assets. Like my whole portfolio had to go. I literally just have to start from zero now. I guess I could say that I'm lucky that I had that there in a way. Um, I definitely don't feel lucky, but yeah, I'm basically gonna have to start from like zero. Everything I have is just gone. That whole portfolio is gone. And I've been building it, and it feels like when you're building something and you finally get to the end of what you're doing and you're trying to break that barrier to go to that new level, that next level that you haven't been to yet, and you're trying to break this barrier, and then you just get yanked back down and you're back to ground zero. And then you look around left to right and it's like, oh no, 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 I'm back here again. Oh, this is the last place I want to be. I did everything in my power to leave this place, and I'm back here again. Back at ground zero, back at zero. Nothing in your account. You're like, and I'm just feeling like, home sweet home. No, just you don't want to be back here, but it's about mentality at the end of the day. If you were able to go from 0 to 100, you have that experience. And even though you've crashed, you're back at zero, you have the experience. So next time when you're trying to climb and launch again, it should actually be faster because you have the experience, you know what to do. But this time I'm not going to do it the same way as last time because I've got the experience. I'm going to try other things and make sure I don't make the same mistakes as before, so I don't end up with the same result. So that leads me to the third thing I would do in my next step plan. The first step is, like I said, to keep on making videos and to talk about this, take accountability basically. Second step is to build back better, review my tax returns biannually, just keep on track and keep on top of things. The third thing I will do is I need to learn more high income skills in order to recover faster, to get back to not only get back to the financial position I was before, but do it quickly and surpass that. So that's what's been going on with me, guys. Yeah, huge L, biggest L, 2025. Um, I've literally liquidated all of my portfolio, all of my stocks. I'm waiting to receive the wire. So I'll get that transferred to me, and then as soon as that hits, pay off the debt completely, and yeah, start building again from zero. From zero. So yeah, as it is in my name, leverage assets wisely. And at a point, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just pay this off slowly and wait for my investments, because today was a terrible day in the market. Like, most of the stocks were red, and even though I have like gains in quite a few, I suffered like a significant pullback in a lot of them. So today was not the best day to sell, but I had to, because like I say, leverage assets wisely. I gotta follow my own advice, and which is, I have to follow my own advice and leverage my assets wisely. Debt is something that is debt is permanent. It's not gonna go away. It's Debt is constant, shall I say? It's not gonna go away. It Every day, like, I'm literally accruing interest. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. It is just a continuous. It's like it's compounding every day, continuous. And because it's continuous, it needs to be addressed first and foremost. And that's what I'm doing. And that's why I know that the decision I'm making now is the best decision. I must get rid of my debt first. I must make sure that that is out of the way, so that then I can now focus on rebuilding and growing my income again, building a foundation, building those emergency savings, and yeah, taking it from there. Ground zero. Uh, it's like it's like I'm back. I don't want to say back home, because I don't want to be here. It's not my home. I left. I don't know. I don't know this home. uh, yeah, I don't know this home. I don't want to know anyone here. Like, it's like going back to your old neighborhood, and you've just grown past it. You're like, nah, this is not me anymore. I know where I started. I know I'm from here, but yeah, I'm not of here anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna build back better and yeah, keep going. So thank you for listening to this video. I hope anyone that's going through any hard times at the moment, just know that anyone that's going through hard times at the moment, just know that, yeah, you will take L's, and just stay persistent. Um, Stay persistent. Stick to the game plan, and eventually you'll win. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Peace.